Hi guys, hello everybody, good day and welcome to today on Princess Anu TV. Basically, if you're new here, we talk about aviation, motivation and adventure, and we try as much as possible to have live streams every day by 5 p.m, especially during this period of the whole lockdown. Everybody's at home, so we find time to like just interact with ourselves and all that. So in case this is the first time like you're here, just know that sorry for that, just know that that's basically what we talk about. And today guys, I'm going to be having a chit chat with you people about how the changes, the whole changes in the aviation sector due to this pandemic is going to be affecting flight training. This is something we need to discuss about because most of us are going to become professional pilots. Most of us are still in flight training. Olumide Gideon, welcome. You're the first person to join me today, and I appreciate your presence and your time. And Gofa, welcome. Today we are going to be gisting. Abayami, welcome. Sheg, welcome. Today is a gisting day. Actually, it's not really going to be I'm not lecturing on anything. we just have to discuss how do you think this thing is going to affect flight training, because whether we like it or not, it's going to affect us. And probably we're going to be discussing about it to know how we going to adjust to the whole issue. And if you've not liked this video, do me a favor, click on the like button. It's very important. You know how we do it. If you've not subscribed, also subscribe. So guys, let me tell you, Oba Wisdom, welcome. The first thing I thought about was the issue of headsets. Personally, I told you guys before, I'm not bought my headset like a personal headset, so I use something like the school's headset to fly. And majority of the flight schools too, the students, they have their headsets, and the school sometimes provides headsets for them. And I just got to think about it like, hi, good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I was just thinking about it now with this issue. Anthony Hector, welcome. Are we really going to be sharing headsets again? First thing that came to my mind. So I don't know, guys. What do you think about this? Hi, mommy. Welcome aboard. So are we really going to be sharing headsets? Also, what are the things we share among ourselves? Sometimes we borrow each other's reflector, that's our reflective jacket. And also, what other things do we share? We share mainly flight equipment like maps and charts and rulers, protractors. Mainly, okay, let's talk about the ones now that touch the body. We share headsets. In fact, that was the one that really got me thinking. So guys, what do you think about this? Are we going to be allowed now to share headsets? That's one. Two, with the issue of this using nose mask to fly, I've been thinking about it because I've been seeing a lot of pictures recently on Instagram that a lot of pilots now that are getting their CPL, PPL, and their ratings during this period. You see them, nobody's even shaking the other person. It's now like everybody's going to wear nose masks, and you just hold the certificate, and the person is standing like the social distancing stuff. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So what do you think? How is this thing going to affect us as student pilots? How do you think it's going to affect training? So first of all, I'm going to give my own opinion because it's kind of hard. This whole thing will actually warrant everyone to get a headset. So it's just like if you've not bought a headset before, though I think in Naira, I've heard people say a headset costs about 100 and something thousand to maybe from 70 something thousand to like 100 and something thousand. So if you're a person that you're planning to join a flight school, I think this is something you should consider, because I think resumption of flight training and all that, there are some things the flight school might not allow you to share. So that brings me like, I just thought about it, and I know that this is something that's going to happen, and it's real because it's already happening like everywhere. Also, nose masks, the issue of nose masks to fly, That one is, I don't know, it looks like it feels funny, but this is the new reality, guys. As in, it's something that nobody wanted, nobody expected, because even on a normal day for aircrafts that don't have air conditioning system, because we know that there are vents in the aircraft that air comes in for us to breathe, and sometimes this air can be cool, sometimes it can be funny. Hi Kerry Roots, welcome. Sometimes this air, I don't know, I don't get too comfortable sometimes with the air, and so I push my vent away not to come directly on my face. Then now using a nose mask additional with those other things, guys, as in, these are some things I'm thinking about. Okay, Abayomi saying sharing headsets might not be possible for starters. I agree with you. I agree with you seriously. I think it will be okay, I think it will be hard adjusting. Regina, Annie, welcome. I think it will be hard adjusting to the new world, but with time, people will find a way around it. We are quick to adjusting to things. Yes. In fact, I agree with you concerning that, because change, like they always say in the world, that change is constant. And once a change comes, it's going to be really difficult. Just like when the issue of everybody saying wear a nose mask, wear a nose mask. When the change comes, it's usually difficult. But as people keep implementing what is going on, you see people get to understand that, oh, this is the new norm, and everybody begins to follow. But I'm just thinking about it, it's going to be hard, or it's going to be not the regular. In fact, seriously, I don't know how it's going to be for us here in Nigeria. Let's try flight training, and you know the whole social distancing. You're not going to be maybe with your classmates or with your junior colleagues and senior colleagues, because everybody's going to be in one place. Hi, Muhammad, welcome. Like, you know, on a normal, like in a flight room, a flight briefing room, you have all the classes maybe in one class, in one place, gisting, talking, Tampico, welcome, gisting, talking, and all that. Then now, because of social distancing, maybe you're just going to have one class, or you're going to have like two classes, or you're not going to be seeing maybe first set comes to fly, the other set goes. I really don't know how this is going to be. But seriously, it's gonna be the new norm. So if you're not preparing for it, just like I was not preparing for it, but now I've come to a phase of understanding that, oh man, this is going to be the new norm. Wearing of headsets, wearing of nose mask to fly is going to be the new norm. If you've not been seeing it on Instagram, guys, this is real. People are flying with nose masks. I don't know how comfortable that's going to be, because even on a normal day, when you don't wear your headset well, I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know if you've had headset problems before during flights, if you're a student pilot. Sometimes when you have a headset problem, everything feels uncomfortable. You're trying to adjust this, you're trying to adjust that, you're trying to feel comfortable yourself, you're trying to put your seatbelt. You just need to feel comfortable. Then now you're adding a nose mask to it. But it's going to be the new norm, guys. So if you're not preparing for that phase, I just want to remind you that you should start preparing for that phase. If you've not gotten your headset like me, you should be planning to get one, because I don't think during this period of the pandemic and all that, when the flight schools will be resuming, people are going to be allowed to share headsets. Or maybe in court, like they may not be allowed officially. Bobby Patrick, I hate wearing face masks. The truth is that there's nobody that likes to wear face mask. It's like putting an additional thing like on your face. It's not comfortable. My own issue about it is that it restricts the amount of air that comes into you. But it's the new norm, guys. It's the new norm. I don't know if you're in a flight school currently and you guys have started flying. I would like you to just share with us how it has been. Are they enforcing the issues of nose masks? Because based on what I'm seeing online, they are actually doing that. And also concerning the issue of sharing headsets and other materials you can actually share with your classmates, I would like to know if you guys are also facing that kind of challenge where you are, because flights are going to be resuming by God's grace. I think by next weekend, international flights. Some other countries have actually resumed like full time, but here in Nigeria, I know that very soon flights are going to be resuming, I think next week, and a lot of things are going to be changing. In fact, I saw a post on Twitter concerning somebody said, I think it was not somebody that said that, I think the fan, is it fan, one of the aviation bodies anyways that control persons, I can't remember the actual aviation body, but one of the aviation bodies said that now you have to come 3 hours to your flight. 3 hours, okay, and I saw somebody posted, imagine if I have a flight by 8, that means I should get to the airport by 5 a.m. Come on, what's that? But this is going to be the new norm because they have to do proper checks. They have to make sure that everybody's fine, everybody's fit. They have to make sure a lot of things that they were not doing before. Before, you know that for you to get to board a flight, you need to come at least 1 hour because you have to do check-ins and all that. And the moment is that time they put on your departure, everybody's going. But now they are saying come at least 3 hours. 3 hours is like a lot. There's a lot of things you can do at home for 3 hours. I wonder how it's going to be like in flight school. If they're telling commercial persons to come 3 hours before flight, that means the pilots, the cabin crews, the flight dispatchers, how many hours before flight are they going to be coming? The flight engineers. This is the world, everything is just turning around. But guys, this is the new norm. Talking about max, is the training aircraft pressurized? Do you fly above 10,000 feet and do you use oxygen max? Thank you so much for asking this question, Olumide. Actually, we do not fly above 10,000 feet because we don't have, our aircraft is not pressurized. And you know that normally if you go above 10,000 feet, you're likely to suffer hypoxia because of the lack of oxygen, you know, the kind of oxygen you have around that, because the oxygen kind of reduces, you know, as you go higher. So you might not have as much oxygen as you need. And our aircraft, the small aircraft, they do not have oxygen, like oxygen bottles and all that in them. But it's the same thing. They're talking about safety and they're saying for viruses or infection or whatsoever not to pass from one person to the other person, you need to use a nose mask. So this doesn't have to do with whether the aircraft is pressurized or not pressurized, or whether you're flying at a certain feet or not. It's about safety now, like trying to make sure that everybody is safe when on board, making sure that nothing, whether a disease or a virus or whatever, doesn't spread from one person to the other. So these are some things that are going to be the new norm. And if you're not already adjusting your mind, when you come to flight training, it's going to be hard. Just like someone is saying, I don't like wearing those masks. The truth is that when the whole coronavirus stuff started, nobody actually liked to wear those masks. But now, it's like a norm. In fact, some places are enforcing it that if you don't wear your nose mask, you're going to be into trouble, you're going to pay fine, you're going to be arrested and all that and all that. But that was not how it was like some few months ago. But now that's the new norm. So the way we are seeing it now, we have to like adjust. So it's best for you to start adjusting your mind. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm just advising you guys and calling your attention to do this. And any equipment you don't have of your own, just like I'm saying, for example, the headsets, the reflective jacket, what other things are personal, like that you can use like on your face, especially, and maybe the foggles, you know, for instrument flying, most of the time they give us foggles for us to wear, for you to be able, or foggles, some people use foggles, some people use hood that you put on your head so that you do not see like VFR, you don't see like outside, you only look at the instruments. But now the question is, are these things going to be shared among students? Because, you know, they say it's contact, if this person should touch this person, if you put it on this, a lot of things about the whole virus and all that. So are these things going to be shared? I'm just saying prepare financially for it, because everything is going to have to do with a financial cost, a financial implication. You have to buy headsets if you don't have. You have to buy reflective jacket if you don't have. If they say you have to buy your own foggles, you might have to buy. If they say you have to buy your own hood, every single thing you need as a flight student, you might have to buy. So I hope you guys are getting my point and getting what I'm trying to express to you guys, because things are changing. Everything is changing. Every single thing is changing, and change is constant. And for you to be able to survive when there's a change, you just need to like go with the flow. So it's just like interwoven. We all need to go with the flow. And I also received a question from somebody asking, what was that? Okay, let me just be sure that I've touched these things I have here before we move over to something else. Okay, some airlines will put you on the no-fly list if you don't wear your mask. As in, you're as practical as possible. Imagine if an airline is putting you on a no-fly list because you're not wearing masks, and that's because the passengers paid for them not to be infected. So they are paying money for you to serve them, not for you to give them viruses. So nobody even cares whether you have the virus or not. They just want to be sure that they are flying with you and they are going to be safe. So imagine if commercial guys are actually putting this. Now imagine what's going to happen when you come back to flight school. You will really need to make sure you follow the rules like head on. Like you need to be going head on to follow the rules. If not, you're also going to be grounded, and nobody wants to be grounded for a time like this because we've already spent almost 3 months or 4 months at home. So everybody resuming, there's going to be this fresh vibe. Oh my god, I want to finish. Oh my god, I want to finish. Oh my god, I want to fly. And so if you're grounded in a period like this, guys, it's not going to make sense. So I think it's a time for us to put our heads together and, you know, try as much as possible to get all the things we need to make sure that our flight is a success, to make sure that we are not grounded. I'm telling you, because grounding is the worst thing. You don't want to have ground in this period. Mohammed Farouk, welcome. Shafira, hi, I need to know how I can get into NCAT and inquiries. I've made a lot of videos concerning that. You can just type the A to Z of getting into NCAT, and you can check NCAT evaluation exams, because that's how the flow is going to go. Because after you buy the form, you need to know how to like go through the processes of writing the exams and getting your admission. And this is also, like I was talking about this yesterday, guys, I feel this is also going to affect the way evaluation exams are done. So if you've bought your form and you're thinking, they may begin to call people in batches, I don't know, but it might just affect it, because they can call like everybody, 100 and something persons at once, to one place, to one venue, when they're talking about social distancing. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm saying, or if you're thinking the same way I'm thinking. Like, they say social distancing, so we don't have to be like many in one place, in one room, doing a particular thing. There has to be like a split, so they can say, okay, the way universities do it. Like, I don't know if you know, universities, most of the time when they want to do like post-UME and all those exams, they always call people batch by batch. They are like, okay, engineering come on Monday, this come on Tuesday. So it might be like that. They can say number so to number so come. That's what I'm saying. It's best that you buy your form early, because you never can tell what's going to happen. Don't wait and say, okay, when flying officially resumes, because they might have planned that if flying officially resumes, they can be calling people batch by batch to come and write the exam. And what if they plan to call like 4 batches and you happen to be in the 5th batch? It's not going to make sense. So if you've not bought your form, I would advise you just buy your form. If you have the money, buy your form. And if you're ready, if you have the money and you're ready, not just if you have the money, if you have the money and you're ready, buy the form. So that why I always add the clause if you're ready is because there's no point buying the form if you're not ready. If you buy the form when you're not ready, you're going to fall into a trap of when they call you, you might not be prepared enough to actually write the exam, and it's just going to be like wasting that 11k. And you don't have to waste that 11k. You can use it to do something else. If you're not ready, then you know, okay, when you're ready, you buy the form and voila, yeah, you are writing the exams and you pass, because that's what matters. Passing the exams, not just about writing the exams. So guys, that's actually what I wanted to call your attention to today, concerning this issue of the changes that's going to be happening in the aviation industry. So especially as a flight student, or is somebody that's aspiring to get into flying school, just make sure you start tuning your mind to how everything is going to change financially too. It might affect, you know, a lot. If I'm grounded, I will sit at home and eat more. Let me tell you, Tampico, it's easy to say, that if you're grounded, you're going to sit at home. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to make sense when you see your classmates like moving forward and you are backward. Imagine you and your classmates were in a particular exercise. Let me use maybe you guys were doing short field together, like short field landings, because you're going to be doing that short field landings. So let me assume you guys were doing like short field landings, and you go for they ground you and you go home, and when you come back you see that this guy is already preparing to do his check ride. Imagine how you're going to feel. You guys started together, you guys have been doing things together, but because you were grounded for 1 week, this guy is already almost doing his check ride, and you're still going to start from short field to do all the exercises before you get the check ride. So please don't think of getting grounded. It's not going to be fun, especially in addition to this time that you're spent at home. It's not going to make sense. Trust me, it's not going to make sense. So guys, that's all I have for you today. We're going to be seeing tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about other things, like in-depth stuffs you also need to know. No, it's horrible. Well, I just told you how it's going to be anyways. It's not going to be fun at all. Like, at all. It's not going to be fun. Nobody actually enjoys getting grounded. I don't know. Except if you wanted to do something. And you know, the issue about grounding is that you're grounded and you're not told when you're going to resume. So they're like, go home till we call you back. You don't know if it's 1 week, you don't know if it's 2 weeks, you don't know if it's 3 weeks. Guys, it doesn't make sense at all, seriously. But if it's something, maybe you had an issue, maybe you wanted to rest or you were not feeling fine, you can say like maybe you want to take a permission to like stay for 1 week to like recover, and you know immediately after the 1 week you're going to be resuming. But if you're grounded, you are not sure of when you're going to resume, so you're going to be like hanging. Today you come to school, they say go back, you're going to be wasting uniform, coming, going back. It doesn't make sense. Chair flying helps if you're grounded. Actually, it helps. I agree with you. It helps if you know you're going to be flying immediately you're back. But imagine you're grounded when the weather is good and you're now ungrounded when the weather is bad. This has happened to a lot of persons, guys. I'm telling you first-hand experience. A lot of persons, they are always grounded when the weather is good. Then when the weather is now perfect, you now come on board and you want to fly, and there's no aircraft, or you can't fly because the weather is bad, or your instructor is not available. Probably he traveled to do his personal stuff. It's not a fun thing to do, guys. It's not a fun thing to do. So enough of the chit chat and the gist today. Tomorrow we are going to be continuing. If you have any questions, I have something to say before I forget. I sent out a mail today for the people that have subscribed to my email list. I'm going to be giving out books and materials the moment we hit 2,000 subscribers. So if you receive that mail, you're one of my email list subscribers, and that's beautiful. If you've not yet subscribed to my email list, I'm still going to be leaving the link to the email list in the comment section of this video, but you can also check the community page on this channel. Check the community page on this channel so that you can subscribe to my email list to receive the emails I will be sending especially to you guys, and also the books and the materials that I'm going to be sending. Guys, you need all these things. They are very, very important from time to time. This thing is not just about now. It's about like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years to come on this channel. So we are like looking ahead so that we can like move together, help ourselves together, share things that are going to help us. And in case you have any other questions you want to ask, you can leave them in the comment section of this video, or you can send me an Instagram message on Princess Anu-TV. I'll always be there to like respond to them and answer your very question. So till we meet next time on the same channel, if you're new and just joining, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. I think it's somewhere around like here. So guys, so I see you tomorrow same time. Don't forget, come early. We're going to be gisting about something else very, very important. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Bye. Thank you.